Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on the show. We have some NFL stuff to talk about, so let's get right to it here. So, first thing we'll talk about is a report from Badenhausen. Scoop! In all caps. Aaron Rodgers and State Farm, the partnership ended in early 2023. The endorsement agreement started in 2011 and was one of the longest brand deals for an NFL player. If it ended months ago, why is it being scooped now? But anyways, Aaron Rodgers and State Farm have parted ways after 12 years, so no more discount double check. And no more, hey Rodgers! But yeah, they parted ways. The best part about this was when the defenders would use a discount double check to taunt him, and then it would come back in and up to haunt them. But yeah, I'm surprised this actually ended. But apparently it's ended months ago. I don't know why, but yeah, no more discount double check. Whatever. So per Field Yates update, the hashtag Saints, they waived former Raiders third round wide receiver Brian Edwards. Did he waive back? And people will still say this dude has lots of potential. He cost the Saints 3 touchdowns on one drive. He couldn't even make it on the Falcons wide receiver core last year, or even on the Raiders. He's been on 4 teams in 3 years. Safe to say potential ain't high at all. He didn't do much last like 2 years. And it's hard to say he's a bust when he's the third pick, but he just can't keep his hands off the defense. He's caused so many plays to go to waste. And he just draws so many pass interferences. He just doesn't show enough to warrant a roster spot. He's young, and I hope he can find a place that gets his talents. Just they have too many receiving weapons over there that are better than this dude. So he's just shown enough to warrant a roster spot. So we have an update about Saints safety. From cat_Terrell. Hashtag Saints safety Marcus Maye sentenced to 6 months probation and 50 hours of community service in a DUI case. He may intentionally face charges of driving under the influence, DUI/damage to property and person, and leaving the scene of the crash as a result of the February 2021 incident. So this incident goes all the way back to February of 2021. So he's going to face 6 months probation and 50 hours of community service. And the Saints are low-key turning into like a new Raiders/Cowboys, where most of their players are getting these incidents. Because remember, Jimmy Graham a few days ago had that incident. He got arrested. And now Marcus Maye, 6 months probation, 50 hours of community service. He kind of got off easy. To be honest, he kind of got off easy here. But NFL, it's just like players nowadays just get off way too easy. Or athletes in general get way too easy, like driving like while intoxicated. And so they get off way too easy, like 6 hours, 6 months, 6 months of probation, 50 hours of community service. Yeah, so Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones apparently claims he'll sit out until week 8 of the 2023 season. And he said it himself, week 8. I don't think he'll hold out till week 8. I mean, maybe that's a big loss if he sits out, but he can afford it, but it's a big loss to the Chiefs. He's like half of their defense. And he seems to be serious about this holdout. He's already racked over $1 million in fines. It's hard to tell if he's serious about week 8 or not, though, but I think it's cap. He ain't sent out till week 8. So I guess this is kind of NFL related because Keyshawn Johnson's a former NFL player. So update: despite Skip Bayless and Undisputed talks about every sport, so including NFL. Despite Skip Bayless announcing that Keyshawn is joining him on quote Undisputed, it turns out that was premature per Sports Rapport. Sources tell Ryan that Skip's announcement was premature because ESPN has yet to release Johnson from his contract. So apparently, they brought this set, had this news a bit premature. We talked about yesterday how Keyshawn Johnson is actually joining Undisputed, but it turns out that was premature. They've yet to release Johnson from his contract. ESPN. He was in the second year of a 5-year contract worth about $18 million when he was told he's laid off. As Ryan noted, to work in sports media between now and when his contract expires, he would need to reach an agreement with ESPN, and that has not happened yet. He was fired. If people ask why didn't he get fully released, Keyshawn, he was fired. But if he wants to get paid his deal, he can't join another network or sports talk. If they settle on a buyout, then he can then take any job. So instead of $18 million, he's get over 5 years, and could say to pay him $10 million a day, and contract's over for him to join Skip, Undisputed. Yes, I guess a little bit of drama here. So, most coverage snaps played without allowing a catch this preseason among rookie cornerbacks. Giants' first-round pick, Deonte Banks, had a 33 coverage snaps played without allowing a catch. I feel the Giants, I feel like he's going to shock some people. He got beat on one of these and did a great job of recovering, disrupting the receiver. He's going to be a problem in that secondary for the Giants. Literally, he's going to be really good. So per a report, a person has died at the $2 million house of Titans cornerback Caleb Farley. After reportedly the house exploded. He was at the scene with the family, talked with authorities, per Lindsay Miller 6, but we had some pretty unfortunate news. The father of Titans cornerback Caleb Farley, age 61, he died in the house explosion. May Robert Matthews Farley, that's his full name, rest in peace. This situation gets worse. Like, I saw some, hopefully it's not like anybody in his family, unfortunately it was his father. That's tragic, man. Just a freak accident. Like, he's had so much adversity through his career, Caleb Farley, with the injuries, and now his father. He's lost his parents and his fighting injuries since the last year of his college year. He's a good kid with unbelievable talent. It's just hopefully he can stay healthy, and maybe he can use some motivation. I don't know. But his situation gets worse. So, Broncos coach Sean Payton brought in his former #Saints QB, Drew Brees, to team practice. Wow. Can they just bring him out of retirement? But yeah, So after the Eagles Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs, Jalen Hurts, quote, insisted that his teammates will place the blame on him for the loss because of his first half fumble. An Eagles staff member told him, quote, bro, you're a big reason we got here, and you're a big reason we're going to get back, and we're going to finish this thing, and, quote, Hurts made direct eye contact and said, quote, you're fucking right, via SNL. He's a great leader. He's just being a leader. But I don't know if they actually said this. It's just their defense cost them that Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts had that big turnover, yes, but the defense literally crumbled in second half. Mahomes scoring every drive, so. So apparently there was a fight in Eagles and Colts joint practice. There was a fight. Eagles DN Derek Bennett apparently punched Colts rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson during practice in an attempt to get the ball out, which led to a fight. Jalen Carter and, quote, tons of other Eagles ran over there, and Carter, quote, had to be held back. Joint practice fights have been going on all over the NFL. That's crazy. Oh, it's Barnett, not Bena. I'm an idiot. But yeah, some more. Apparently, there was another fight. Eagles Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce reportedly, quote, blindsided a Colts player after a late hit on running back Kenneth Gainwell. My lord. 2 fights here in this joint practice today. But you love your players. Offensive line standing up to a late hit. So remember a few days ago we talked about a report in the NFL news about Xavier Howard being accused of making secret sex videos and sharing them. Well, there's an update to this. So Dolphins cornerback Xavier Howard filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit against him, which he allegedly made secret sex videos and then shared them per TMZ Sports. He says the woman who accused him of filming sex acts with her without her consent attempted to shake him down for a ton of cash before going public with her allegations, sought, quote, presumably millions of dollars from him prior to filing her suit in Florida in the spring, per TMZ. I don't know. I guess he's innocent. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like maybe she just wants money, but he's going to attempt to file a motion to dismiss this lawsuit. So, remember when, you know that Will Levis eats bananas with the peel on and puts mayonnaise in his coffee? I mean, maybe the banana is one thing, but mayo in your coffee? I mean, hell, even the peel. It's crazy. But apparently, Titans rookie QB Will Levis has signed a lifetime deal with Hellmann's Mayonnaise. Well, he likes mayonnaise. So, he's the first athlete brand ambassador for Hellmann's parent company, Unilever, or how you say that word. Well, I mean, he likes mayo, so. Official. The Bucs have named Baker Mayfield Bucs starting QB for Week 1. So, Baker Mayfield's officially the starter. So, Colts running back Jonathan Taylor was at the Eagles-Colts joint practice after the team allowed him to seek permission to find a trade. So, I wonder what's going to happen next. Sam Howell is proving himself so far in this preseason as QB1. 28-37, 265 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, completing 75% of his passes. I know it's only preseason, but I'm kind of optimistic to see how he looks. The 49ers worked out former Browns first-round pick Corey Coleman. Yeah, that could be a good depth piece. Next thing I'll talk about is a player report. NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown, a former NFL wide receiver, Antonio Brown is going to be arrested over unpaid child support, per TMZ Sports. Florida police has been offered to arrest Antonio Brown after a judge ruled he missed yet another child support payment, per the report. According to the Miami-Dade County court documents, the ruling was issued on August 9th after Brown apparently missed a $15,000 payment to his ex, Wiltshire Jackson. He can have the order purged if he pays up, plus an additional $5,000 in attorney fees. And this is the first time he's gotten into trouble over not paying child support. He failed to fulfill a $30,000 payment as well. $15,000 in child support, that's crazy. But yeah, Antonio Brown, man, to his kids, he's like, fuck them kids. But another thing on today's episode, what has Tony Brown done now? The Dolphins are expected to at least explore a trade for Colts running back Jonathan Taylor now that the team is allowing him to seek a trade. The Dolphins are going to try and look out and get him after he requested a trade. The Buccaneers have waived Rodrigo Blankenship per Field Yates. So we got an update about Henry Ruggs after he got a sentence. He has been transferred from jail to prison to begin his 3 to 10 year sentence after an appearance in Nevada Department of Corrections. He was sentenced after pleading guilty to driving drunk at 156 miles per hour, crashing into a car and killing a 23-year-old Tina Tinter and her dog. And they said his blood alcohol level was 0.16, which is twice the legal limit. He'll serve at least 3 years in prison, so at least 3 years, and then be up for parole. So sad. A young man with so many opportunity for himself, and he just completely wasted it. But ending somebody else's life should get him life in prison. But I guess because he's an athlete, he won't. But the last thing I'll quickly mention is Jonathan Taylor requested a trade. It's why the Dolphins I mentioned could be a team of interest. But yeah, that was a big story. Another big story, Jonathan Taylor possible trade. But yeah, that's all I'll say for this NFL News. Live your life, subscribe more next time. Peace.